What we're gonna do right here is go back, way back.
Going way back till the early days.
Got some fresh stuff.
Money days. You know how we
Get it, party people, stop. Funky, the lyrics.
y'all ready for this? I'm going way back.
It's the Going Way Back show with Money B.
Money B.
Your home for classic hip hop, raw and uncut.
Uncut, baby.
In the building as always with my lovely co-host Time Teasy, keeping us brothers in check. And of course, the Silver Fox that rocks, my man DJ always in the building.
What up, kid? How you
What
feeling?
it do? I'm feeling great.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice shirt, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I like that color coordination. That's that Seattle coordination right
Man,
there.
if you don't stop, y'all about to see me do the show topless. If you miss that Seattle shit.
You got your bra on?
Oh,
I don't.
And that was both of those.
Yeah, I asked for it. Anyway, great show. Our guest today is none other than West Coast OG. Legendary, pioneer, electro hip hop, electro funk. My man, the Egyptian lover.
Yes, sir.
I can't even do that shit.
I know,
anyway,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be a dope show. I don't know if y'all can see the 808 set up. He's going to give us a live 808 demonstration. You know what I mean? He gonna put it down.
Got
So
a back shot over there. I like that. That's
oh yeah,
dope.
it's
All
going
right.
down. But before we do that,
Yeah.
as always, I want to catch up with my crew. Tom T, how's your week been?
Pretty good. Just trying to get over a cold.
Really, you feeling down in the dumps?
Yeah, feeling kind of down.
You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Good.
Yeah, it's like you feel down, but you look great.
Thank you.
Right? She got me going up
On a Tuesday.
on a Tuesday. So I guess nothing really been happening then. Not much. Nothing to write home about.
Nothing.
What about you, always?
Well, you know, doing the show with Speedy, getting up at 5 a.m.
How has that been?
Oh my gosh, man! 1 week gone by and it's crazy.
Well, today you look rested.
I went to sleep at like 8 o'clock yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Sound like me.
I went to sleep at like 8 o'clock yesterday. I slept like a long time.
So you on that morning show time for real?
Pretty much.
What guests have you had?
David Arquette, I wanted to bring him by because
Okay.
he was at a hemp
Fest
show,
or something?
Hemp Fest, yeah, not too
Right.
long ago. You know, I can't remember dude's Fawcett, David Fawcett from Have and Have Nots.
Oh, which one is that? I watched that show.
The guy that wants the kidney.
Oh, yeah.
Him.
He's only been in like several scenes. Is he still on the show?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
only say that because he was trying to kill off his son on the show.
Moonlight.
He wants his kidney.
Exactly, but
Yeah.
his son woke up out of the coma.
Well, they're
That's
gonna keep
why.
that alive.
Oh, okay.
All right, this is not
I know.
soap opera
Drama.
digest.
Excuse me. Now we were talking about Empire. I'm sure you would have got in on this conversation.
Goddamn right.
And Scandal.
You know it.
Hilarious.
Try to put me out there like that.
I ain't mad at you.
And Money B, how's your week been?
How's your week been, dog?
I can't complain, man. You know, just did the normal shit. Just hung out, cleaned the pool, watched the boy.
Pool looks good too.
Thank you.
It's gonna be like 80 something out here.
It was 80 today.
Oh my god.
Right. You know, I didn't get to participate in much of the Grammy festivities. You know.
Don't feel bad. I didn't either.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to get out, but you know, from what I heard, it wasn't.
You were a part of something more historical.
Exactly,
Though.
that's
So
what's
I'm not even
important.
worried about the Grammys.
But-
Fuck the
Yeah, that's
Grammys.
why I'm actually not upset about it. But
Right.
later this week, I will be attending an event hosted by. Well, it's an app called Quiz3, and basically it's an app that kind of, and it's through iHeartRadio.
Okay.
And what they do is they basically give you information to highlight, Black history, and they give you, facts and different, like this week and blah blah blah.
So obviously there's hip hop.
Yeah, it's hip hop,
history,
and
hip-hop
I'm a
facts.
contributor to the site and to
Nice.
the app, representing the Going Way Back show. So I give, this week in this moment in hip hop history.
That's right.
Where I give a fact about something, and I'll play a clip or a short clip from our show
on iHeart.
On iHeartRadio.
Oh, shout out to Ryan Seacrest. All right.
Right, on iHeart and the Quiz 3 app. So the party's this Friday, so it should be a cool event. I guess that'll be my get back for not going to no Grammy party.
Drop!
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Other than that, man, everything's chill.
For sure.
So, let's move along and do like we always do. It's the old school new news with Tom Teasy.
Thanks, man. Okay, so let's start this week off with Jay-Z. Looks like Jay-Z's company, S. Carter Enterprises, will be putting in a bid on a streaming company called Aspire. The bid is for $56 million.
Right.
If this purchase goes through, he will be in competition with Spotify and Apple's Beats Music.
Wow.
No, would also
could win.
He could win. I would also like to say congratulations to Jay-Z and Beyonce, who won a Grammy for Best Performance, R&B Performance. for Drunken Love.
They only won one Grammy. Yeah, what's going on?
I'm fine. I'm fine. No, they just won the one between the two on her album Drunken Love.
Right.
Okay. But she won 3, including this one.
Okay.
Also, they might be coming out with a collaboration album, and that album will be coming out later on this year, allegedly.
Shout out to Jay-Z and Bay.
And we all know Suge Knight is in custody.
Right.
And did you guys hear that he had a panic attack?
Right.
He tried to take the easy way out.
Yeah.
Third strike.
So
Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you.
I'm coming to see it, baby.
we all know that he has been officially charged with murder and attempted premeditated murder.
Oh,
and he pled
shit.
not guilty. And if he is found guilty, he faces a lifetime in prison.
If his lawyer jumps, he's guilty.
I don't think so.
I think his lawyer's going to jump.
Why do you think that?
Because he's guilty.
I mean, but that's his job to prove.
Yeah, get him out.
You know.
I've seen stranger things happen. So
who's the lawyer that jumped in OJ's case?
Well, let's see. Let's wait and see. So it looks like Nicki Minaj is loyal to Lil Wayne. During the Grammy week, she was hosting a show at the One Oak out here in LA. Allegedly, she told security not to allow Birdman into the club. But she later said that she's going to be staying neutral in all of this.
Look, pick a side. You can't do that and then say you're gonna stay neutral.
But she didn't. He did get to the club kind of late, and the clubs out here close at 2. So I think that's the truth. They probably denied him access because they were getting ready to close.
And
he got there like around 1:30.
And sometimes security can take it upon themselves at a club to not want anything to happen. Like, I think I may have told you guys a story before where I was in a club in New York around the time when Pac and Big was beefing, and the dude at the door didn't want me to come in the club because it was Big's birthday and he was in the club thinking that it was going to be a problem.
Because you're from the West Coast.
Yeah, and he knew that I was down with Pac. And I'm like, look, dude, I'm like 5'3". What am I going to do? It was me and my cousin Cleve.
It was your cousin Cleve. That's the problem.
No, he just thought he would take it upon himself to protect.
Yeah, exactly.
Big didn't have nothing to do with it.
That.
So when I got in the club, I hollered at Big. It was cool.
Cool.
But, had I just accepted it.
If you were with an entourage like Birdman was.
Yeah. Or if social media was back then, it would have been all over the news. Oh,
you got that
Big
right.
didn't let him come in.
You got that right.
And it was nothing like that.
So I think you're right. You may be right. LA is pretty tight about their
It's
time.
1:45.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, and they closing at 2. Why did he even try and show up anyway?
They called last call.
He thought it was New Orleans.
Right?
You can't get away.
So we all know Young Thug, who's also on this label. Young Money's label. Well, he said if he ever goes to jail, he's going to get a boob job. Listen to this clip.
You helpless shit, man. If I ever was to have to go sit down 20, 25 years, the time they let you sit at home with your family, I'm bound to go get my motherfucking breast dead. I'm bound to get my titty dead so I can do my 25 years with hoes. Have me some fun, man. I don't get tired. Kevin Gate.
Gay ass nigga.
I'm like, what kind of hoes is he talking about? Like the sissies that's in there?
How
nigga,
ignorant
man,
does he sound? Now, you know what I'm saying? I know, like
Him and Daylight
when you hear it
need to get together.
when you hear it on the surface, first thing you think is like he's just trying to figure out a way to say you want to get some titties, right? But he's so stupid. He's trying to say that he'll get his breast done so they could put him on the women's side of the prison. Dude, you still got a dick, and that's where they're gonna put you in the gay part of the men's prison.
So them niggas gonna be fucking you, feeling on your breast.
Right, basically.
Yo.
So Manny Fresh voiced his opinion on Lil Wayne and Birdman situation, and he basically said that Lil Wayne probably wants off of Cash Money is because he's being stifled creatively.
Creatively.
Yeah, but it's at the back.
He wants to branch out and do creativity. He wants to branch out and do other music.
Yeah, somebody else gonna be on the highlight reel this year.
Go.
And lastly,
Yeah.
Kanye West went on another rant after the Grammys. He felt like Queen Bee should have won Album of the Year and not Beck. He went on this rant during an interview with E. Listen to this clip.
I don't even know what he said. I just know that the Grammys, if they want real artists to keep coming back, they need to stop playing with us. We ain't finna play with them no more. Flawless, Beyonce video. And Beck needs to respect artistry, and he should have given his award to Beyonce.
Man,
I mean,
I think he needs to sit down and shut up.
I mean, seriously, you know, somebody made a good point on Facebook. He was like, "Hey, you gonna sit there and diss somebody that knows how to play
Several instruments,
at least 14 instruments for one song, but you're gonna discredit somebody who needs 4 writers for one song?" You know, it's like.
and can't play an instrument.
And right, you know, so I understand that. Beck is dope.
I never heard his music. I've never even heard of Beck before that. So basically, he put Beck on the map like he did Taylor Swift.
Exactly.
And if he wants somebody to respect artistry, he should respect Beck because he's an artist and he's being very disrespectful.
I bet you they come out with an album.
Right.
And he's going to be apologizing soon. We should get that tweet soon.
At
I don't
this
even
point,
think it's an apology. It's going to be a song.
anything Kanye says in that aspect is kind of like white noise at this point.
Pretty much.
Like,
He's
whatever.
a hypocrite.
All right.
And that's this week's Old School New News on the Going Way Back show with my man Money B.
Money B.
And if you're watching this on YouTube right now, make sure you click that like button and share. Thanks.
Okay, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we got Egyptian Lover in the building. Now, wait. Before we do we want to do this Who Said It real quick?
I think we should.
Just to put it into people's conscience. We just going to bust this.
Can I take a break?
This Who Said It. You want to take a break?
No, we can do it.
All right, let's do the Who Said It. You ain't even got to run it. Okay, run it.
Who said it?
I love it. I love it.
Who is it?
Who said it?
Who the fuck said that?
All right.
That's my favorite part. Who the fuck said that?
We have a kid in the room. All right.
You
Go
don't
ahead.
know it.
A freak will freak the freakiest freak out to the freak beat sounds that makes the freaks shout.
I really applaud you getting through that one time.
Who
That's
said
the first
it?
time. That is crazy.
So if you
And I didn't
know
even
it,
practice.
say it one more time real quick.
See, here
A
it comes.
freak will freak the freakiest freak out to the freak beat sounds that makes the freaks shout. Who said it?
If you know it, give us a call.
855-878-4652.
We'll be right back in the building with the OG, the legend, Egyptian Lover.
baby.
First thing I gotta say, Doc. Do you miss the Jerry curl?
Of course.
Cause you was killing with that thing,
I loved it.
man. Like when did you finally say, we got to part
He
ways?
was done.
I don't know. I did all kinds of different hairstyles before I actually cut it off. And So.
Oh, you tried to just keep it flowing a little bit.
All kind of thing. I think when I turned like 30, I just cut all my hair off.
Oh, you just said fuck it.
Yeah,
I got rid of it.
I'm out.
I'm saying it's
Starting
only a few cats that just that was their thing, like
Right.
Gypsy Lover, Easy E,
AC Green.
AC Green. Yeah, and he was a virgin.
Right?
How could you be a virgin with a Jerry curl like that?
In L.A.
In L.A.
On the Lakers.
on the Lakers. That was a waste of a Jerry curl.
Waste of a Jerry.
And height.
Right?
God damn.
Stardom. Shit.
Money.
Yeah,
All that.
money, height, Jerry curl, and he played for the Lakers.
He had it all. And he wanted to be a reverend.
Yeah, well, shout out to AC Green.
Reverend
I
Green.
hope he accomplished everything he wanted to in life.
Yeah.
Now, Egyptian Lover, long before Tiesto and all this new electronic, these DJs that are playing these huge arenas, you and Uncle Jam's Army was basically the equivalent of that
Right.
back then. And, it's, at least to me, back then it was unfathomable.
Yeah. Just
Unbelievable.
Just
That
unbelievable.
that a DJ or a DJ crew would play in arenas and
Right.
things that big, like
and rock it and keep it rocking.
right, like where did it start and how did it get to that
It
point?
all started with a cat named Roger Clayton, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, for sure.
He started doing his thing, and he knew how to promote the dances. So
For sure.
Right.
he would promote high school lunch parties and promote those, like give flyers out and tell people about the hotel parties we were doing.
Okay.
And we did a bunch of hotel parties, and then those were to tell people about maybe the Veterans Auditorium we were doing, which hold maybe 1,500, 1,800 people.
Dude,
and we
yeah.
did those kind of parties all over to tell people about the convention center that hold like 2,500, 3,500 people. And we did that to tell people about the sports arena. So he just kind of just climbed.
Venue to venue.
He
Right.
knew how to promote. So
Yeah,
he
man.
promoted everything just to hype the next one, and it was all a plan. He had it all planned from the very beginning, what he wanted to do.
He was the Puffy of the West.
Right, and knowing that that's
Bigger than that.
that's
Bigger-
how
bigger
it
than
Bigger than
that.
that.
Sorry. He was bigger than, Puffy.
knowing that that's how
On
it
the West.
went. Do you feel a certain kind of way about like DJs now? They have the luxury of just picking up their phone and pressing some
Oh, yeah.
buttons to get the word out to thousands and thousands of people. Where
Right.
when you was coming up, it wasn't for everybody
Now,
because
we had to
not
know where
everybody.
the people were.
A lot
Yeah.
of footwork.
Like we knew to go to Venice Beach Sunday at 11 o'clock,
Yeah.
between 11 and 3. That's when our people was going to be there. Pass other flyers there.
Right.
We knew where to go to all the clubs when they get out at 2 a.m. to give them the flyers. So we knew Roger knew the whole formula how to promote a dance.
you knew where to go, and
When to go.
and
Back
when
in
to
the
go,
day, it
and
was
certain
all
places
footwork.
that certain people could or couldn't go.
Right.
So if you weren't established or able to go in certain neighborhoods, you would miss out on the populace of people
Oh, yeah.
that couldn't come to your parties. So you kind of had to be down anyway to
Right.
be able
Uncle
to hit
Jam
everybody.
had everybody. We had Crips and Bloods all in the same thing. So
Which was unheard
the
of.
Bloods would advertise in that neighborhood, and the Crips would advertise in that neighborhood, and everybody just really got along. Only time they would
gonna
ever
say, like,
fight,
in
only
the
time they would ever
parking
fight would be either parking lot or over a girl inside.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Yeah.
So everybody, it was just a party, and everybody knew that this party was the party that was happening.
That
It's
you
about
wanted
the
to go
music.
to.
So we don't
man.
want to mess it up.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
We probably only had maybe 2 big incidences out of all the times we were doing parties.
Believe it or not, gangsters had sense back then.
They did.
They knew not to act up at the stuff that they could
Uncle
go
Jam
party
did.
at. Exactly.
Yeah.
Stuff that was put on for them in the neighborhood. So they're not going to act up there.
Yeah, so they would go, and then so like you said, Crips and Bloods, and Crips would be on their side.
Yeah. Well, now they dancing.
Everybody just be
No,
mingling and
everybody
just like
was-
whatever.
Everybody
They
cool.
forget about it for that
It
time.
was all about being a freak back then.
Exactly.
I was about to-
Being a freak was
Holiday.
even more than being a gangster back then.
I agree.
Yeah, and that was my next question. Those parties are legendary for the freaks and the freaking that was going on
Right.
inside those parties. Now, personal question, with the freaking going on, did you ever get love in the club, like right in the DJ booth as you were doing?
I mean, you
stuff?
talking about an 18-year-old dude with 1,000 women that want him. What you think?
I mean, how did you concentrate? How did you get the records on?
That's how I started learning how to scratch faster.
I got to put the song on. Okay, bitch, go.
Man. So what were some of because when you guys started, even before this was before you started making your own records.
Right.
So what were some of the songs in particular, some of the hip hop songs that was killing the club at that time?
Oh man, we did pretty much everything, but the best songs were always played the last hour of the party from 1 to 2, and that would be like the high energy up tempo beats like Planet Rock, Scorpio, Survival, Murder Rock, Electric Kingdom. You know, up tempo beats like that, all that up tempo stuff.
So even then, even before you started making your records, you were playing like that electro funk.
Right, we were doing that electro big time.
And was Kraftwerk hitting around that time?
Kraftwerk was hitting,
Numbers?
but they didn't have the bottom.
Oh, they didn't.
Yeah, it was
with
all
the big speakers.
it was
we
all
had.
highs and tweets.
Okay.
Yeah, so we couldn't really play Kraftwerk unless we mixed it with Planet Rock or something like that.
Yeah,
But
Like you could touch it, but you had to go somewhere quick.
I was playing like
yeah,
Murder
quick.
Rock.
Yeah.
Remember Rock?
Murder Rock was big.
Rock.
Planet
Just-
Patrol, Play at Your Own Risk was huge. Remember
Oh,
that piano,
that
the
shit.
instrumental, and
Even the Arabian
barking.
Princess shit was.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nasty
yeah.
Rock.
Nasty Rock.
Nasty Rock.
Nasty
yeah.
Rock.
Played that.
Who sang that record? Nasty Rock.
That was from up north.
Yeah.
Was it? Wow. My own backyard. Who was the group though?
Gotta research.
Can't remember.
that.
Got to Google it.
Yeah, I mean, I got the record. Like I said, everything is up in the bag. When I go back,
He probably got it on tape, dude. He got like he got like cases of tapes. that
Garrett's
he's still
Crew?
putting on.
yep, you're right. You're
He's
right.
still putting on like
Garrett's
digital tape.
Well, yeah, you know, I had it on tape, and I think I mentioned to you before is that in the Bay, sometimes we could get K-Day, you know,
Yeah, you
if we
told me that.
put our antenna a certain way. So I
Right.
remember, you know,
Go to the
I
neighborhood.
had
at a certain spot.
Dollar Freak on cassette, and it was like it'd be playing, you know, "Hello, baby, baby." But you know, back then when you was making cassettes, you had to hear the beginning of the song, and then you press. So it'd always be, "Hello, baby, baby."
Yeah, right,
Missed
right.
the very beginning, and then it'd be static kind of through it.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? And we just would listen to that and be like, man, they kicking it down there in L.A.
Man,
It just sounded like it was just a lot of freaking
it was
going
a big
on.
party, and every day was like
Man.
every day back then was like a month today.
Yeah.
Word. And
For
so,
real. That's for real.
and
Ain't lying.
and how did you even come up with the name Egyptian Lover?
Well, the name was a nickname I had even before I started making records or doing anything like that. Back in the day, I grew up in South Central, so everybody had like their jackets with their gangster names on the back of their jacket.
Right.
And the gangster name would just kind of intimidate somebody else and make you want to fight. I'm like, well, if that works for that, then maybe Egyptian Lover will work the opposite for the
Hip-hop.
girls.
Oh, really?
So I put Egyptian Lover on my jacket, and that's
But
how
where'd
I
you get
went.
Egyptian from?
Man, I idolize Rudolph Valentino.
Okay.
The old school actor, and he just like made the women love him. Like, you know, like
Yeah, I
slap her
remember.
up a couple times. You know, like I'm the one. She's
Right.
like, I love you. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. He looked at him with his eyes and hypnotized him, and the Egyptian part came from King Tut. You know, I thought, you know, a young king, you know, owning his own empire. That's how I want to do that, and that was my
Why
goal,
wouldn't you
to own
want
my
to?
own
Yeah.
when I was young.
Yeah.
And little did you
I
know
totally
that,
feel that
it
one.
would basically come into fruition, which we talked
right.
about.
Well, you got to have a dream in order to make it come true.
Yeah, you basically believed it into existence.
Exactly.
If
Manifest
nothing
it.
Yeah. So, what's this first record that we're gonna play? Because this is new music.
Yeah, this is from the new album I got coming out called 1984, and it's called 1984 because I recorded it at the same studios I did back in 1984
This
when I
is-
did my first album, and I used the same equipment like the 808, the Jupiter 8, the vocoder, and stuff like that. And this is one of the first tracks. Check it out.
Yeah. Now, what's it called?
Yeah.
I don't
Which
even
track?
know which one it is. Track number 2.
What's
Number two?
what's the name of number 2?
Track 2.
Track 2.
No, because I
That's the
actually have
name
a
of it.
video from the Freaky Dance Machine.
Freaky Dicky.
Freaky
Machine.
Dicky. Freaky
Dicky.
I don't think that one's on there.
Okay. Well, let's rock this one.
This is brand
You don't
new.
even know the name of it.
even know the name
Exclusive.
of
We
it.
don't even know what the fuck we about to play, and we playing it right now.
Okay, this one's called She's So Freaky.
She's so freaky on the Going Way Back show.
Way
Money
back.
B. In the house with Egyptian Lover.
Yes.
Now, that record we just played, or the video we just saw, I'm sorry. You know, it had a lot of youngsters and breakdancing
Oh, yeah.
and everything.
Man, as long as they keep dancers, they keep loving the music.
Right,
It's all
so-
about dance music.
How are you perceived now by the younger audience that never knew about Egypt?
Hey, thanks to the internet, man, the young kids know about it. I mean, I go to Europe all the time, and I look in the crowd and I see all these young kids, you know, singing the lyrics word for word. It's amazing,
Yeah, and that's what I was getting at. Like, you, even right now today, you tour constantly,
constantly.
and is it mostly in Europe?
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. And so, and do you think like the resurgence of this so-called EDM, electronic dance music that they call it now, has that kind of lent towards your
in certain areas, yes, but
your popularity?
I mean, it depends on the place. I mean, you go somewhere like if I do a show up north, I'm not gonna call it EDM or anything like that. I'm gonna call it old school, or
right.
And go back to LA, they still call it hip hop. You know, it's like
right.
It's still old school hip hop.
So right now, 2015, where are you getting the biggest response? Like, where are your biggest shows at? Well, what's the last huge show you like? God damn, love me.
LA, Germany, London. I just came back from Ireland, and we're doing festivals all the time. I just did last year. We did the Moog Festival, and it was me, MIA, Kraftwerk, Giorgio Moroder, and it was just huge. I mean, Chic was there, performed, and that was incredible. And it was just we performed outside, and as far as you could see down the street, it was nothing but people as far as you could see, and that was pretty amazing.
Wow, that's
Gotta
dope.
love that.
And for those of you
You didn't get a selfie of that?
who've never seen Egyptian Lover live in concert, I'm telling you, it's a thing to see because, you put on a show.
Yeah.
And actually, I don't know if you remember, we actually did a show. I did a show with you like in 2012 at Skid Row.
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
And I actually have a clip because I was standing right behind you, and I was like, yo, this is like a dream. I was like,
It's a classic
like
moment.
I've been waiting all my life to see Egyptian Lover, and
Exactly.
you did not disappoint. Can we run that clip, Skid Row? Help me out.
He wasn't ready.
Yeah, he ain't ready.
Do a little Michael Jackson for y'all.
That was wild.
Yes.
That was wild, man.
Right.
The funniest thing about that, one of my friends was in out there in the street with everybody,
right?
And he showed me a clip he did, and when I was doing that, Chuck D was in the back just losing his mind.
Man, I was standing next to Chuck D. We was going
losing
crazy.
his
I was
mind.
like, why? And the funny thing about it is because you DJ too. You still
Right.
DJ, and even when you DJ, you still be killing it like that.
Oh yeah.
Can we run the next clip? What is it?
The DJ clip.
There's something, Brian, whatever. Name it. Yeah. DJ. Check it out, always.
It's a show. Got the video action. I ain't mad.
So, where does that come from?
That comes from Uncle Jam's Army. I mean, when I do a show, I put on the evolution of the Egyptian Lover. So when you come to one of my shows, you see me from the beginning when I learned how to DJ. So I'm playing Planet Rock. I'm playing Planet Rock backwards. I'm mixing something else in for it, like Electric Kingdom. I'm doing all the tricks on the turntables. Then I go into the 808 and I play the 808 live, and I start singing the songs to the 808. Then I actually get on stage and perform my songs for the crowd with me and my hype man,
The whole show,
Jamie Jupiter.
man.
So you get it all. And actually, you're going to give us an example of what you do.
Yeah, we're going to get a little bit of the 808.
We're going to get to 808 cranking in a little bit. But, from Uncle Jam's Army, like you said, you started creating your own music. And did you start out by only performing it at the party?
Yeah, actually, I brought the 808 to one of the Uncle Jam Army parties.
Right.
And actually, I was playing like Planet Rock or something like that.
Right.
And I put the breakdown on. I had Planet Rock programmed in the 808. So once I got the 808 going, I turned off the record, and everybody was just partying even harder to the 808.
Right.
So then I changed the beat to the 808, and they ain't never heard like a crazy beat with the 808.
Raw 808.
So it was just loud. And with all the speakers we had in the LA Sports Arena, the 808 analog sound coming through all those speakers just hypnotized everybody, and everybody was grooving. And then I started breaking it down, changing the beats around, turning the hi-hats down, turning the kick up, and they were just losing their mind.
Yeah, just to see the music changing and
Playing
see
with
actually.
it.
Because we didn't know what a drum
it.
machine was back then.
Right.
I mean, I had just figured it out. I had just learned what a drum machine was 2 weeks prior to that.
And you learned
So
it that
I
quick?
programmed the 808 and brought it to the party
Some
to show
people-
everybody that this is it. So they was running to the stage saying, "Hey, yo, what's that record you playing? What's that record you playing?" I'm like, "It's a drum machine." They were like, "What are you talking about?"
I did it live.
Like, what is that?
And so
Yeah,
I played
man.
another one. It was like, play it again, play it again. I mean, they was losing their mind. And even today, when I do shows and I play the 808, the sound from this you can't get on a record, a CD.
Yeah, you can't
No.
do. You
Well, I
can't-
want to hear.
It's
Well,
only
it's
live.
coming.
Question. Did you record those sessions? Because every time they told you to do it again, I'm sure it was different.
It was
Some-
different all the time, yeah.
Exactly. So did you record those sessions?
We didn't have recorders back then. You're talking 1983.
I'm just saying. You
Yeah.
know, somebody taped that.
They got one person maybe with a recorder and got it on tape.
right,
And
right,
that-
with
that
a red
tape
and
is-
black button.
So it was crazy.
Man, that's crazy. And you just mentioned that there's nothing like the analog sound.
Yeah, the analog sound coming through the speakers, just right there. It's like a live drummer. You can't get that. You know, you got to hear it live.
Right. It's definitely a different sound hearing
Oh yeah, it's totally different than this.
coming from the 808. And, you know,
Big time.
speaking of 808, well, let me back up a little bit. So from there, when did you get the idea that you wanted to start your own label? Because at the time, you know, people weren't, you didn't just go like, oh, I'm going to have my own thing. People wanted to get signed.
Well, I did want my own thing, but I didn't know how to go about doing it.
Right.
But I had to have my own record label because every artist that came to Uncle Jim Army party was broke.
Right.
And I'm like, well, why are you broke? And they said, well, we get 10% of da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm like,
10% of nothing.
okay, well, then I want to be the label then, so I get the
Right.
90%. And if I'm the artist, I get the whole 100%. And that's the way I'm going to have to do it.
That's right.
And that was, and was it easy? Like, what was some of the obstacles?
It was actually easy because I had some guys working for me that used to work in other record companies that went under. And they was telling me how I can run this record company without spending $1 out of my pocket.
Nice.
So like the most expense would probably be pressing the record.
Okay.
He said, well, make the distributors pay $1 up front. That covers your pressing. He said, I said, what about shipping the record? He said, if they order 100, send them 10 more to cover the shipping. If they order 1,000, send them 100 more to cover the shipping. So we did that, and they paid, you know, extra for the records, and they covered the shipping with that. So it was like no money out of my pocket. So the more records I sold, the more
Money you made.
money I made without nothing coming out
Yeah,
my
it was
pocket.
all, it was all,
It was all just adding up.
Man.
And the pressing bill was already paid because they paid me $1 up front for the pressing.
and then you eventually went on to sign artists to your label, and one in particular was Rodney O and Joe Cooley.
Oh yeah,
Now,
Drop.
how did you end up signing them when their sound was nothing like what you were doing?
right. Well, we were looking for something else, and I had a lot of people coming up to the office saying, "Here's my tape. Here's my tape. Here's my tape. Here's my tape," and all of them had the same sound. But so when Rodney came up to me, I heard him first before I heard DJ Quick, before I heard Eazy-E, and they all had that same kind of voice.
Right.
But Rodney was the first one I met, so Rodney was the one I signed.
Okay, so it was nothing. You just was like, this is something different,
It was like right time, right now. Here we go.
and then it just
Right.
it all popped off for you. All right. Before we go on the break, I don't know if you was listening in the green room, but we have a thing we do called "Who Said It."
Who said it?
Did
I
you,
heard
did you hear it?
Yeah,
Did you? Did you?
I know who said it.
You know who said it?
Yeah.
I figured you would because it's from that time. So if you do know who said it, Egyptian Lover knows. I know. Tantiz, you want to say it one
the
more
guy
time?
who said it, me and him used to make rap tapes back in 81, 82.
Is that right? You got a hint, people. Tantiz, you say it one more time.
A freak will freak the freakiest freak out to the freak beat sounds that makes the freaks shout. Who said it?
If you know it, call us up.
855-878-4652.
When we come back, Egyptian Lover on the drum machine. We about to get it in exclusively right
You want to
here.
introduce the song, track number 3?
Goddamn, cut me off already.
Track
then.
number
I'm
3.
sorry, dude. No,
It's the pop lock
Been doing it all
anthem.
show.
What is it now?
The pop lock anthem for all the poppers on the West Coast. This is a song for you.
Shout out to the West Coast Pop Lockers. Here we go, right here in the Going Way Back show with Money B.
Money B.
Money B.
Going Back Show with
Money B.
Money Back Show.
Always was into it.
Right? Shit, I'm about to break out.
Into the
Do
future.
It. You know it. Did you used to break dance ever?
Pop lock only.
It's pop lock. Cause what's funny is when I was popping and breaking whatever, my name was Egyptian Kid. Swear to God.
Shut
and what's
up,
funny
really?
was that was almost gonna be my rap name, and I didn't know the difference. Like,
I'm glad it wasn't.
I just was like, cause I was Egyptian Kid, and I asked my cousin Greg Henshaw. Shout out to Greg. I was like, should my rap name be Egyptian Kid or should it be Money V?
Money.
And he was just like,
fucking B.
Money V. I was like, all right. But it just as easily could have been Egyptian Kid because I was like the king of the touch, doing my thing back in the day. I was that guy. But you know, we saw the Freakaholic video earlier. Was that General Jeff and Joe Cooley in the back in the band?
No, that was a guy named Razor Sharp and a guy named Troy Johnson, Rap Magic.
Rap Magic.
Yeah.
And who was actually dancing? Who was those dancing?
Oh, those guys from Soul Train, Fantasy and Diesel.
Fantasy and Diesel. Did
Yeah,
they
was from
strip
Soul
on the
Train.
side?
No, I mean, everybody loved them from Soul Train. Everybody loved them. They go to the club. You know, women
Dude,
just
Soul Train
flock,
was
you
the
know.
shit
Yeah.
back
I
then.
mean, if you was on Soul Train,
Chicken
people loved
dinner,
you.
boy.
They thought you was a millionaire because you was on Soul Train, but you know, people loved you.
Yeah, I already know. Because I used to think they
He
was
was on
millionaires
TV,
on
man,
social.
right?
You're on TV.
Right,
You're on
y'all
TV. You got $1 million.
getting paid. Oh, you got a million.
Oh, so they go in the club and just get whatever they want.
Whatever.
Whatever they
Yeah,
want.
man.
All right, so we about to get on this rolling 808. So tell the people exactly what we about to hear and
You
what we about
plugged
to
up,
do.
man.
Well, this is how I started. I was in a club called Radio.
Okay.
Somebody told me there was somebody different in LA doing different mixes than mine because I created all these mixes that LA guys was doing.
First off and foremost, is this your original
That's
one?
one of the originals.
Oh, my God.
So
No, is
Touching
this,
the
is this the
original.
one that you actually had back in the day?
Fed it
yeah,
out.
this is one of the ones. I have 6 of them.
Oh, yeah.
So this
six
is
of
one
them.
of the ones.
Okay, so this is one
Touching
of
the
the original joints.
And then I went to this
You
club
wanna try
Radio,
the rap?
and it was a DJ Africa Islam.
I know Islam.
So I was
That's my
like,
guy.
yo, he was like, why's your name Africa Islam? I said, you know, Africa Mabata. I was like, oh, you know Africa Mabata? What did they use for Planet Rock? He said there was a drum machine called 808. I'm like, drum machine?
Touching the original.
He told me where to go buy it. We went to the shop the next day. The guy helped me program Planet Rock in there, and I'm like, oh, I gotta have it. So we bought it right on the spot, and I programmed filled it up with beats, brought it to the Uncle Jam Army party, and played Planet Rock, and kind of went like this. So while Planet Rock was playing,
Camera.
You got him up, right? Camera on him?
Can we get this camera on this? Okay.
Man, please.
Let's do it.
so while Planet Rock was playing, I started going like this. So I guess going on one side only.
Yeah, we only get one side, Frank.
That's because it's a stereo plug. It's all right.
Yeah.
One side.
So they thought it was a record playing as Uncle Jam's Army.
Okay.
While they was partying, they thinking it's a record playing.
Right.
So I had to break it down myself.
Let them see you doing it.
They didn't see me. I was on stage, so they just thought it was a record jamming.
Right.
And everybody was coming up. What record is that? What record is that? I'm like, it's a drum machine. They didn't know what it was, so they thought I was playing a record. So I just kept going. Break it down.
What up, Frank? Can we get some stereo going?
It's
Y'all
a plug.
want to- Oh, it's the plug?
plug.
Okay, go ahead. Just keep it going.
The beats like this
Right.
was unheard of at that time when Planet Rock was out.
Right.
And looking for the perfect beat had came out, and that was probably the only one that had like big beats to it.
So when you was rocking, did you get on the mic while it was going?
I was worried about this.
Okay, but you could never
and
get
all
on.
10,000 people was just going crazy. But then my friend came up and he says, we need to do something.
Right.
So we brought this, and I was like going, yes, 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 yes.
Why?
Yes,
Why?
yes,
Why?
yes,
Why?
yes,
Why?
yes.
Why?
And we just said, let's keep the crowd going. And so
let's do it. Let's do it like we did back in the day. Let's rock it.
Yes. And you say yes. Yes. Everybody say yes. Yes.
Here we go.
Yes. Motherfucker. Yes.
Hello, baby.
Yes.
I'm Money B.
Yes.
Yes. T Radio B.
Yes.
I'm the best.
Yes.
And you know it.
Yes.
You see these things in my pants and you blow it.
Yes.
Every day. I get my freak on. And when I come to the studio, I speak on all the shit that I do in the back. Money B, yeah, I had a freaky attack by a breezy. Yes, I do. Pippin'. And you know, I had your girl stripping. We did. Yes, baby. You know it. We keep it flowing. And all this weed in my house is growing. If you need a sack, I send your ass a pound. It's Money B from the town.
In these times
Egyptian lover, baby. Egyptian lover.
we need a remedy to take us from the rain.
Hey, jealousy, a little greed. Well, I've been thinking of what I need. I need a freak to treat me right. I need a freak every day and every night. I need a freak to kiss me wet. I need a freak to be my home computer set.
That's how we did it back in the day.
I want a freak. Woo!
That's
Cross it off my bucket list. I just did a
Instant
song with
music.
Egyptian Lover.
Yes.
Doc, can we do a song together?
Let's do
Applause.
Man, we gotta do the real with all the analog shit and just bring it back.
do it.
I want it to sound exactly like that.
That's what I'm doing. My new album is exactly like the old.
And that's
school.
what I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we
need that
I want to be
sound right.
breakdancing in the studio.
That's that West Coast sound,
So,
man.
once again, the name of the album is
1984.
1984. And if anybody wants to follow you on social media, where can they find you on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook?
I guess you can Google Egyptian Lover and all that stuff will just pop up right there. But on Twitter, it's like the Egyptian Lover, TheGyptinLover. Instagram, same thing. Facebook is TheEgy.
Right.
You know, spell it out Egyptian Lover like that. But I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that, so you can hit me up.
Everything. Chanteezy, what about you?
TON_TEEZY. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, click the like button, and share with your friends.
And
Always.
What's the YouTube channel?
The Go Away Back Show.
Right?
Always.
Are always at Instagram and always in the ear on Twitter.
And they can
Check me
find
out.
you every morning. Every
morning on the Foxhole Sirius XM channel 96, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m.
That's a good
West
show,
Coast
man.
time. Yeah, man. We got to have you on.
That's
a good
what's
show.
up.
Definitely.
Of course, you can find me on all social media at MoneyB69. You know, man, like us on Facebook, you know, the Going Way Back Show. Of course, subscribe to the YouTube channel.
And we're going to have Money B on our show, too.
Hit me up. Pick up your Going Way Back Show official T-shirt. Now, we never did give away the Who Said It.
Yeah, who said it?
Say it one more time and then we'll play
said
Who
it?
Said It because nobody called in to get it.
Who
Shout
said
out
it?
to my guy Laylaw. Happy
A
birthday
freak will
to-
freak the
Emo.
freak it.
Say it one more time.
A freak will freak the freakiest freak out to the freak beat sounds that makes the freaks shout.
Nobody got it. Always give it to him.
Wait.
Wait.
He said he knew it.
Of course he knows it. Go ahead.
It's LA Dream Team, Snake Puppy.
Snake Puppy, Roger.
Well, on your mark, get set. Even if you're not ready, well, all you have to do is turn around and rock steady.
LA Dream Team.
Gotta get them on the show.
Just want to get down
Here
to
we
the
go.
beat. That's me. That makes the freaks freak, and a Rodberry freak is what
Here
the
we go.
freaks freak. A freak will freak the freakiest freak out to the freak
Rudy
beat sound that makes the
R.D.
freak shout.
Yeah, me and Snake Puppy made rap tapes way back in the day, man, 81, 82, and man, I wish I had some of them tapes.
Yeah,
back.
because they even shouted y'all out on the
Yeah.
record. So I know y'all go.
So me and Snake Puppy was like tight, and then I joined Uncle Jam's Army, and then he met Rudy Party, and then they started LA Dream Team. So it was huge in LA, man.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know, man, that whole time period was just all about partying, dancing, and having a good time.
Yeah, it was just about having
and
a
that's
good time.
what we did. Yo, I appreciate you taking the time, man, to come out
Sure,
to the
man.
show. You definitely got a home here anytime you want to
So
come back, promote something. You want to come back and do another jam session?
Gotta go
So we
way
go-
back on the Way Back show.
You know what I'm talking about.
Baby. Baby. Wait, I gotta give him sexy. I got no Jerry curl, but baby.
Baby.
Where can they find you, sexy?
Baby.
At Money B69, 110. One more again. And of course, man, we doing it live. We out. T Radio V. Shout. And until next time, people, please
Be easy. Deuces.
It's the Going Way Back Show with Money B. Classic hip hop, raw and uncut.
Thanks for visiting the Going Way Back Show channel. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe, and click that like button.